Yeah, so first season overseas with Nuke-Proof SRAM factory racing. It was awesome. It was such a big year. I was away for 6 months all up, traveling all over Europe and up to Canada as well, back to Europe. So yeah, it was awesome getting the opportunity to go to all the races. Yeah, so different. It's the help is unbelievable. So I was racing a bunch of EWS stuff, which had like full factory support, and then we'd duck off to the downhills, and then I'd be pretty much doing it as a privateer again, and you'd notice it going like 1 week, and then the next week you're back to being a privateer, like fixing your own bikes and stuff, and you're like, oh wow. Yeah, you appreciate the week before. Yeah. Yeah, it was such a good crew. Everyone just like gelled really well, and yeah, it was nice. Everyone was pushing each other.
You went to this year?
Best event. I think my favourite event was the EWS in the Tweed Valley. I just loved the trails there. It was quite like niggly, lots of like tight pine forest stuff. You're like bringing your elbows in, and you got to be really active. So I really like that sort of riding. And then yeah, Scotland's like a super cool place. It's quite similar to Tassie, I reckon.
Oh really?
Yeah, really similar. Oh, so many good places this year. I think the highlights were probably the Dolomites.
Yep.
We had it around in Canazay, and that was insane. Racing around just like all these massive dolerite cliffs, and yeah. And then at the end of the season, the last round in finale, was super cool to go to the beach again, because the whole time you're landlocked, and spent a bit of time at the beach, so it felt good to get back and get to go for a surf and just lay in the sun. It was nice.
Because you were with the like all the pivot boys and stuff, or went out surfing.
Yeah, they managed to track down a surfboard, so we'd sort of just like swap out, go out for a bit, come back in, next person. I think the biggest surprise was I went quite well at the first EWS round, and I wasn't exactly expecting it. You always like dream about like doing quite well, but when it happens, you're like, oh, far out. Gives you like a bit more confidence in yourself and your riding. So that definitely changed up the year for me, and yeah, I think I ended up getting like quite a bit more help throughout the year because of that.
Yes.
Oh, I did a lot of driving through Europe, so I had a van over there, and I would have put like 10,000 Ks on that, just traveling around. Yeah, it's pretty wild. Like finishing up one race, it's a busy schedule. If you're racing World Cups and EWS, you finish up on the Sunday. You're driving 12, 14 hours on the Monday. Day off Tuesday, track walk Wednesday, straight back into it, repeat. Don't get much break. Yep, at this stage, yeah, planning on doing a full EWS season. Probably not as much downhill, but hopefully get to a few World Cups. Yeah, I'd love to do hardline. Yeah, there was a bit of an opportunity to do that this year, but then didn't. Yeah, I was pretty burnt by the end of the season, so I decided not to. But hopefully next year have a bit more energy then, and I'd love to do it. Rear. Yeah, blown rear, I reckon.
Why's that?
I think I just use the front brake a lot more to slow down. I've actually, funny, when I was over in New Zealand, went riding with a mate and he blew his rear brake. So then for the rest of the ride, I just used my front as well. So I didn't have to, but I just like, yeah, it was quite fun actually. Yeah, it's different.
That's great.
Yeah, but it seemed all good.
Yeah.
Rear shock.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, you can't do much with a blown front tyre.
Exactly.
Oh, they're both so bad. I'm gonna go bars slightly twisted.
Yeah.
Yeah. Pedal.
Pedal.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Just pump. Don't notice it if you're not pedaling. whereas bars, it's gonna do some weird things.
Yeah, right. The first person to say pedal.
Really?
Well, good man.
Yeah.
Thanks so much.
No worries. Thank you.